All right, our next Hermetic principle is the principle of vibration. Now, essentially, this principle is based on, well, a degree of science here, is that everything has a vibration. Everything follows a certain vibration in the universe. All is in constant motion. I mean, the atoms are vibrating enough, and it's that level of vibration that things come into being. The chairs that we sit on are not really exist. It's just we perceive them as they are, and they hold us because of the level of vibration they have that create the density of the wood. We have level of vibration in our bodies and that kind of thing. Now, uh, the takeaways from this principle for us personally is that the vibration also extends to our emotional states. We emit different levels of vibration, if you want to use that term, for our emotions. For example, when we are kind of depressed, we could look at that as kind of a lower vibration, meaning that we're kind of feeling lethargic, having self doubt, those kind of uh, feelings of apathy, that fatigue that just pull us down. We could kind of categorize that as a low vibration frequency. Then we move up the vibration. Maybe there's anger to where it's not a pleasant state, but yet there's energy involved. When you're really angry with somebody, you're moving up. Now, then when you go up even higher, you get into joy, highest levels of things like peace and contentment. And this idea of vibration is that a lot of times what we are sending out vibration wise is what will kind of come back to us. Now, this is kind of the the law of attraction stuff that you hear a lot in kind of the new age ideas and community. Now, where I kind of vary for this is that take it to an extreme, the idea that we're vibrating and that all the things that are bad are happening to us is because we're drawing them to us just because of our vibration. So, for example, if I get hit by a car, it's because I was vibrating at this frequency that brought the car to me. I guess the car is vibrating at frequency. I think that's I have issues with that. I kind of think of this more as then, since a lot of times where we are psychologically, and especially at the unconscious level, we put things out. We've talked about projections, and we put out projections into the world. And sometimes, if we are feeling in a certain state, it is more natural for us to feel inclined to gravitate toward people who are in similar states. Here's an example. You may have been in relationships, a series of relationships where the names and the faces change, but a lot of the same behaviors and characteristics of your partners haven't changed. Now, we could say, well, that's because you're both vibrating at this level. And you may say, well, I'm not. I'm trying to be positive, or I'm trying to have a better outlook on life. Well, it may be because down at that unconscious level, you have certain beliefs, certain thoughts, certain patterns of behavior that you're not really cognizant of all the time, and you're drawn to that similarity. So, for example, the old story about the girl who marries a guy just like dad, the guy who marries a woman just like mom, or similar certain patterns, we can often be drawn to that. And sometimes the patterns that are out there, the vibrations, if you will, aren't always very healthy. So for us, it reminds us that if we're in lower vibration states, if we have baggage of lower vibration, to really work through that, to kind of start raising our vibration. And I'm saying this in a metaphoric way, to where we are feeling more focused. We are concentrating our thoughts. And thought is, where a lot of the creation comes from, as we talked about the universal consciousness that we're all a part of. So the thought starts to create the actions, starts to create the emotions, all of that. We have to make sure that we monitor our thinking, that our thinking is more positive than not. At the same time, you're never going to be totally positive. If you're trying to be positive all the time, I think it's totally unrealistic, and I don't think it's helpful. I think just being aware of your thoughts and choosing to more often than not think more positive thoughts, look at things with a little more flexibility, a little more creatively, then you're starting to bring that vibration up. And when you're met with challenges, instead of sinking down further and further into these less than resourceful states, lower vibration states, if you will, you can maybe look at situations in multiple ways to create and raise your vibration. That's why a lot of the self help personal development coaches always say surround yourself with good people. Who you're going to be in a year or two is dependent upon the people that you're surrounding yourself with. So if you're spending your time at the vibration level with a lot of gossips, a lot of whining and complaining, although we all do those kind of things here and there, but it's a consistent way of being in the world. It's really hard to maintain that vibration because those vibrations can influence each other. So if you're in these unhealthy interactions, you may want to think about that. And if the metaphor of the vibrations to raise up your vibration, finding people who are in your tribe, who feel more positive, more focused, or more interested in living more meaningful lives. That's where you need to go to. So you're always kind of at charge of the vibration. So you feel like you're going low, then to just be aware that you're going to start to maybe interact and draw situations or notice situations and draw certain people to you based on that level of consistent vibration. So again, these are just little short, quick little ideas from my perspective on each of these, the ways you can apply it and look at world a little differently. So hope you're enjoying these. By the way, if you find value in these videos, please feel free to subscribe and keep up to date with the latest offerings. Thanks.